It's been 6 months already, and be totally honest with yourself. Have you accomplished what you set out to do at the beginning of the year? We all know the drill. Every January, we make resolutions about our health, finances, or career. Everyone is super motivated in the beginning, but as time goes by, we start getting lazy. We procrastinate, telling ourselves that we'll do it tomorrow, but that tomorrow never seems to come. And before we know it, it's the end of the year. And we are back where we were last year, stuck in the same loop. I am bringing this up because it's July now and 6 months have already flown by. If you're feeling like you haven't made the progress you wanted, don't stress about it. There's no need to panic or beat yourself up. You have got 6 months to turn things around and get back on the track with your own goals. And if you're still confused and unsure about what to do over the next 6 months, don't worry. I am here to provide you with a routine that will guide you towards personal development and transformation. Follow this plan and by the end of the year, you'll see a different version of yourself, free from the regret of staying the same as last year. And make sure to watch till the end, as the final point I'll share is crucial. It's something that will truly help you transform over the next 6 months. So let's get started. A fit body. Getting fit or losing weight is a common resolution at the start of the year. We see gyms packed with new faces because everyone is so motivated. But as time goes by, laziness kicks in and procrastination starts. That's when you begin to lose your battle with your own goals. This procrastination can come from the fear of failure, lack of motivation, or just the habit of delaying tasks. The thing is, motivation is fleeting and what you really need is discipline. You need to build habits and routines that become the second nature of yours. Only then you can stop relying on motivation and start being driven by discipline. So for the next 6 months, try to make it a habit to go to the gym for at least 1 hour a day, as it takes only 4.17% of your entire day. If the gym isn't your thing, then you can go out for a 30-minute run or any physical activity you enjoy. Or start simple with exercises in your room like push-ups, squats, crunches or burpees, and gradually increase the reps each day. And please don't say you don't have the time. That's the worst excuse. Just 1 hour of your day is all it takes. Try going early in the morning to get it out of the way. That way you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. Also focus on eating clean for the next 6 months. Avoid processed foods and instead eat homemade meals. Challenge yourself to cut out sugar as it is highly addictive and not great for your body. Research even shows that it can be more addictive than drugs like opium and cocaine. So avoiding it will not only benefit your health but will also help you in achieving your fitness goals. Now once you have got your morning routine down, the next step for the next 6 months is to learn a new skill. This skill can be anything, but the key is to pick something that can eventually help you earn more money. Whether it's digital marketing, video editing, web development, choose anything that excites you and has the potential for personal growth. The best thing about learning new skills today is that you don't even have to go to a college or a university. There are plenty of online courses available that offer lessons and certifications. And if you are looking for free options, YouTube has tons of channels that can teach you practically anything you want to learn. So your goal for the next 1 month or 1.5 months should be to learn the basics of your chosen skill and start mastering it. Once you're confident with the basics, it's time to start making money from your newfound knowledge. And this will be a focus for the next 5 months. You can begin by freelancing, create a profile on various freelancing websites and offer your services, charging on an hourly or a daily basis. Alternatively, you can also apply for jobs that require your new skill. However, be prepared for a tough start because landing a first job or gig can be challenging as there are already many skilled professionals out there on the market. But don't let this discourage you. That's why I suggest a 5-month time period for providing these services or applying for jobs. If you stay consistent and keep at it for the next 6 months, I am confident that you'll land some great gigs and start earning money. I can say this with confidence because I followed this exact routine and secured my first freelancing gig in website design and development within 4 months of learning the skill. I achieved this because I consistently showed up on all freelancing sites and it paid off, and I'm sure you can achieve the same if you stick with it. Next up is that you should make it a habit of reading books, and I'm not talking about any superhero comics or fictional books like Harry Potter. I mean books that can really help you grow personally. Over the next 6 months, just like hitting the gym, aim to read every single day. And if you already enjoy reading, you're off to a great start. But if you find it boring or lack the motivation, start with just 10 to 15 pages a day. It will only take about 10 to 15 minutes, which is far more valuable than spending hours on Instagram, Reels or doom scrolling. Once you're comfortable reading those 10 to 15 pages daily, Gradually increase either the number of pages or the time you spend reading, whichever works best for you. And if you're not sure where to start, I have got 3 book recommendations that will really help you with your personal growth and productivity. The first book that I recommend you to read is the book by the name Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy. This is a great book if you're looking to boost your productivity and get things done more efficiently. Tracy's main idea is to tackle your most challenging and important task first thing in the day, which he refers to as eating the frog. By doing this, you avoid procrastination and set a productive tone for the rest of your day. The book is filled with practical tips and techniques that will really help you prioritize, stay focused, and manage your time better. So if you're looking to improve your productivity and get a handle on procrastination, this book is a must read. The second book will be The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. This book explores the nature of power and how it can be used effectively in various aspects of life. Greene breaks down complex ideas into 48 clear and actionable laws, each illustrated with historical examples and timeless wisdom. Reading this book will give you a deeper understanding of strategies people use to gain and maintain power, which can be incredibly useful whether you are looking to advance in your career or simply understand the power plays happening around you. If you are someone who wants to understand the strategies and tactics that powerful people use to gain and maintain influence, this book is for you. And the third book that I would recommend is The 4-Hour Week by Timothy Ferriss. This book is like a roadmap to escaping the traditional work cycle and designing a life you love. Ferriss argues that you don't have to wait until retirement to travel the world or pursue your passions. He shows you ways to eliminate busy work and potentially outsource tasks so that you can work less and live more. You will learn how to identify what's truly important in your work and eliminate the rest. Whether you are dreaming of starting a new business, traveling more, or simply having more free time, the 4-Hour Work Week offers a fresh perspective and a blueprint to make it happen. It's a wake-up call that empowers you to take control of your life and your time. So for the next 6 months, challenge yourself to finish these 3 books, and I can promise you that once you have read them, not only will you experience personal growth, but you will also develop a consistent reading habit. And to achieve all the goals that I have discussed before, there is one key formula, and that is you must stay consistent for the next 6 months. I know that sounds boring, day in and day out, the same routine without anything flashy, but it is the key to success. Consistency starts with simple daily actions. So don't launch into grand projects. Instead, start small. The law of consistency states that motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you growing. Ask any professional, CEO or successful person and they will tell you that it wasn't their talent, but it was their hard work and perseverance, especially on the days they wanted to quit. They do consistently what others do occasionally. The life you desire, whether in finances, health or business, isn't the result of a few lucky decisions. It's the outcome of countless seemingly small decisions made consistently over time. Many people quit when faced with discouragement, but those who refuse to give up see blessings that others don't. So if you are feeling lazy or on the verge of procrastinating, there's an easy hack. Instead of waiting to get into the mood to work, just start working and face the task head on. Sit down and begin by telling yourself that you will work for only 1 hour. Once that 1 hour is up, tell yourself to continue for just 10 more minutes. After those 10 minutes, do it again and commit to another 10 minutes. Keep repeating this and you will gradually add another half hour to your work session. And you will find that before you know it, you have completed a significant amount of your task within this time frame. It's like tricking your brain into not succumbing to procrastination, which allows you to stay focused on your goals and maintain consistency. So as we wrap up, remember that consistency is the key to achieving your goals over the next 6 months. If you start now and stay committed, you'll look back in 6 months and see significant transformation in yourself. So don't let procrastination hold you back. Just start working and keep pushing through, even if it's just for short bursts of time. Stick with the routine, make those small, consistent efforts, and you'll see the difference in the end. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.